Hi, my name is Brian Gomez. Welcome to my video. I want to start out by asking you all, what can we do as a nation to eliminate homelessness? Have you ever asked why is it important? It is important because in the United States, as now we count with more than 500,000 of homeless people, and about each year there is an increase of over 10,000 people. Oh, that's a lot. Hey there, welcome to my video presentation. My name is Brian Gomez, and I want to start out by asking you something. Have you ever helped a homeless person before? If yes, what have you done for them? Well, I want to start out by mentioning that there is more than 500,000 of homeless people in the United States. Yes, that's a lot. And each year there is an increase of 10,000 people that become homeless. And yes, there are many reasons and there are also many solutions that we can implement. But what can we do as a nation to eliminate homelessness in the United States? Have you ever asked yourself that? What we can do as a nation together? I want to start by mentioning some causes of homelessness in America, starting with addiction, unemployment, mental illness, lack of need services, unaffordable housing. Those are some causes of homelessness in America. And there's also these ways that we can eliminate, starting with address the root of causes of homelessness, the main cause. We can increase employment, strengthen rehousing, healthcare, housing stability to prevent, assistance to connect people to housing services, mainly because some people are not that familiar with computers, phones, going into websites. So maybe if there's more places where they can directly help a person in person to do all the paperwork for a housing, all of those things, people will be better at a better standing and not being in close to be a homeless. Also, when it comes to reduce criminal justice involvement, I want to start by mentioning that some people, due to having a bad criminal record, they are not allowed to work in a certain job, and people see these type of people different. Oh, they have a criminal record, we don't need them, we don't want them, we don't want any problems. So it's a huge thing going on right now in society, that it really reflects on the persons. It really reflects and shows them that they have a lack of opportunities. According to researchers, they estimated unemployment rates among people experiencing homelessness ranging from 57% to 80%. That's a lot. Unemployment is the primary top reason for people experiencing homelessness, other than the abuse of substances, mental health issues, and household conflict. This makes it so difficult to exit homelessness, and it is a barrier to employment due to the appearance of the person. The person suffers discrimination when they go to apply somewhere for a job. They suffer a huge discrimination. People in this case often feel insecure about themselves and think that they cannot get help. However, there are many programs that offer recovery and support them. Social inclusion of people experiencing homelessness through peer support and consumer involvement or social connection is a key to component recovery. Definitely. People facing homelessness often face discrimination from the people and the protection of a home and a community. They are marginalized and isolated from society. It is hard for these people to make and have a social connection. There are many treatments of these people, but they are afraid of being discriminated and think that they are not valuable for the people of the community. The goal of this article is to tell about how social inclusion and how it offers opportunities to engage with the community and form a positive relationship. Definitely. The topics that are covered are the opportunity that social inclusion offers to affect these people's lives in a positive way, will mainly affect them, have a positive impact, and how it creates support and well-being for those in need. The lack of employment is one of the primary causes of homelessness. Homeless people lack to get a job. Many might have an appearance that they get to the point where they think that they are less than others and think they will be discriminated. In order to help this cause, I believe that they should get a check that can help them get back in their feet. With the pandemic, many people lost their jobs and were not able to pay rent and their bills, which many of these people ended up losing their homes and in the streets. Not only that, but you might think, how can we do that? Well, in England, when a person loses their job, they get a check each month that can help them cover part of their bills until they get a job. They are not alone and they receive that help. That's why in England, there's a small amount of homeless, and if we do the same thing, I think that the homeless rate will decrease a lot by 33%. The ways that we can eliminate homelessness. I want to talk about healthcare. I think that healthcare should not depend on the person's income, because in this case, many of these homeless people will not be able to have one. But instead, they should make it free. For example, in Europe, everyone has free healthcare, and it doesn't depend on the person's income because it's free for everyone. This can help reduce homelessness, because if a person don't have health or receive a good treatment, if they suffer from something such as diabetes, blood pressure, they will not be able to work, and many of them don't get help from a public good organization, which leads them to end up in the streets because they are not able to afford the housing stability bills, and they end up being homeless. I was wondering, have you ever helped a homeless person? What have you done for them? How have you helped them? I want to start out by sharing something based on my personal experience. When I see a homeless person, I always help in any way I can. I love hearing their stories. I always wondered what put them in that position. 3/4 of the answers are that they don't have a job, they have a mental illness, health problem, and they are trying to get back to in their feet. Some people might not take them in consideration and assume things that may not be true. We need to learn how to hear their voice matters, and as big, powerful nation that we are, we become better humans. Why is it significant? Well, conducting this research is significant because homelessness is a huge thing in the United States, and the lack of resources keep increasing the amount of homeless people by 10,000 each year, and taking them in consideration and helping can make a great impact in the community and change a life. Just imagine, with anything that you can help, it makes a huge change in that person's life. Well, you're going down the street, you see a homeless person, oh, they might be hungry. You have some extra burger that you bought, you give them to them. Here you go. Do you see that smile on their face? Who knows if they have eaten or they have been starving for days.